ahead on DC News Now at 4.
More soggy weather is on the way. We'll time out when you're going to need that umbrella once again.
A man dies after being struck by his own stolen car, putting a gated community in Northern Virginia on edge.
Trouble going on everywhere in the world now, but I guess in the places you would think it's not going on, it's starting to happen.
The veteran players for the Washington Commanders reporting to camp today. General Manager Adam Peters alongside head coach Dan Quinn speaking to the media this morning, showing their excitement for training camp, which begins on Wednesday.
Plus, heightened security around D.C. as Israel's prime minister visits for the first time in 4 years. The impact his trip is having on businesses.
And an Olympic legend from Maryland is honored with her own statue. We're in Silver Spring for the unveiling.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. It is another beautiful day here in the Georgetown area, but so far things are looking pretty good. We did, tell you to watch out for some rain this week.
Yeah, perhaps the calm before the storm. We are tracking the conditions across the DMV from Crystal City, Virginia to Capitol Hill. Let's go over to meteorologist David Madsen with the first look at the forecast.
Yeah, guys, so far we have been indeed lucking out. Since last night, around midnight, that was when a lot of the heavier rainfall and thunderstorms that were crossing the DMV, they wrapped up. And since that point, we've been in quite a lull of dry weather with some sunshine breaking out, like you just saw in some of those live cameras there. Clouds are situated south of D.C. toward parts of southern Maryland. We also have plenty of clouds over the Allegheny front in western Maryland and West Virginia, but plenty of sunshine in between. Now, this is not going to last forever. We are finally going to bring in our next wave of rain and storms here within the next few hours. There is a lot of soggy weather situated across southwestern Virginia, even down toward the Carolinas, and all of this is moving off to the north and east right toward the DMV. So you've been able to keep the umbrellas away for the entirety of the day today. You will need them, though, if you're about to go out this evening into the start of the night. That's when we'll see our next round of scattered showers and storms. Most of this rainfall will just be more of an annoyance than anything, but we're still going to have to watch out for the possibility of some heavier pockets of rainfall as we go into the night. So soggy weather is on its way for today, but are we due for more of this same pattern as we head throughout the rest of the week? We'll have your full forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thanks so much. Well, our top story here at 4, a boom shakes Arlington, Virginia this afternoon. Fire crews say it was likely caused by an underground electrical fire on Crystal Drive.
And that's where we find DC News Now's Randy Bass with more in Crystal City this afternoon. And Randy, what's the latest?
Yeah, people living in this busy part of Arlington tell us that boom was incredibly loud and it shook buildings as far away as 5 blocks from this office building we're standing in front of now on Crystal Drive. Giving you a look at the scene as it stands right now. Dominion Energy trucks are here on scene, keeping an eye on things again. This all apparently caused by an electrical fire. 911 callers reported the sound of the explosion to dispatchers this afternoon. Fire crews braved the smoke and darkness underground here to put out that fire. Check out this video shot shortly after this all happened here, right around 1 p.m. You can see thick, dark smoke shooting up from grates and manholes here along Crystal Drive. Firefighters were lowered down by rope, bringing hoses and hitting the power source with fire extinguishing powder. The Arlington Fire Department tells us the fire was all under control by about 3 o'clock here, and luckily no one was hurt. Arlington fire crews had the help of the Alexandria Fire Department, Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority, and Fort Myer fire crews. Though the explosion and fire response were quick today, the boom is leaving a lasting impact on those who heard it.
An explosion happened next door to us, and as the explosion happened, all our screens went out, and the power went out, and everything went out, and it was kind of like a shock, a really big shock, and then everything happened so fast, so everybody evacuated.
As for what's next here, those Dominion Energy power crews are on scene here, making sure that everything is okay under those manhole and grate covers. Several businesses in the area are still closed for the evening after their power flickered on and off here earlier today. At this point, still not entirely clear what caused that fire. Live in Arlington, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thanks so much. And breaking right now at 4, dozens of protesters have filled the Capitol Rotunda in the nation's capital. They're calling on the government to stop arming Israel. It comes ahead of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's address to Congress this week. Netanyahu is set to meet with President Joe Biden on Thursday. Capitol Police say some of those protesters will be arrested.
And DC News Now's Leonard N. Fleming has been talking to people and businesses that could be affected by the Prime Minister's visit.
Yeah, he's joining us live now. Leonard, what are you hearing?
Yes, well, indeed, you know, people here in D.C., they're used to traffic headaches and all the security aspects that happen with this city. But with an unknown number of anti-war demonstrators expected here in the Capitol, security has been beefed up considerably to make sure that nothing turns chaotic. And now going to security here, large black fences are now up all around the Capitol complex where the Israeli Prime Minister is addressing Congress on Wednesday. And there have been increased security around the landmark buildings too, like the Supreme Court. To keep protesters at bay, streets around the Capitol building and nearby will be shut down, some until Saturday. Ben Parker lives near the Capitol and says he hopes for peaceful protests.
I think Capitol Police will do the best they can to mitigate everything, but I mean, I don't have any red flags myself being raised, so yeah, I think it'll be well kept under control tomorrow. I definitely think they'll keep like alerts going and just make sure everyone is safe.
Well, police say that due to the possibility of these heavy protests, that there will be intermittent closures throughout the city tomorrow, as well as into the rest of the week. And there will be an increased, beefed up security of more police officers on hand to handle any potential chaos. Reporting from Northeast, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now. Back to you.
All right, Leonard, and again, the Prime Minister Netanyahu is set to deliver a speech to Congress on Wednesday, and Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen, who has been outspoken in calling for a ceasefire, says that he will not be attending.
Yeah, Virginia Senator Tim Kaine will also not attend, though Kaine has cited a scheduling conflict there. Well, also breaking right now on the Hill this afternoon, in Battle, New Jersey, Senator Bob Menendez will resign following his conviction for taking bribes and acting as an agent of the Egyptian government. The AP reports that Menendez intends to resign on August 20th. This means New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy will appoint someone to the Senate for the remainder of Menendez's term, which expires on January 3rd.
And right now in Maryland, the Montgomery County Police are asking for your help in identifying several people suspected of firing a gun into a Germantown home earlier this month. Happened in the area of Staffordshire Drive, and video shows this man, who police say fired the shots. Investigators say that anyone with information should reach out.
Well, in Virginia, 3 people are dead after a fiery morning crash in Fairfax County. Now, it happened off Route 29 and West Ox Road. Fairfax County police say the driver crashed into a cement wall. He, along with 2 other women in that car, died at the scene. The cause of that crash is still under investigation this afternoon. And new at 4, another sports betting app could be making its way to the district. Last week, BetMGM launched their app across D.C. after previously being limited to Nationals Park. Now it seems DraftKings is looking to throw their hat into that ring. D.C. would make the 29th jurisdiction that the DraftKings Sportsbook would operate in, and their arrival follows a market access agreement with D.C. United.
Well, football season is right around the corner, at least it feels like it, and the Washington Commanders are gearing up for the start of training camp. Sports reporter Jake Rahm has the report from Commanders Park in Ashburn as head coach Dan Quinn and general manager Adam Peters spoke to the media.
It's beginning to look a lot like football season. The veterans of the Washington Commanders reporting to the team's practice facilities in Ashburn today, as we are less than a day away from the start of Washington Commanders training camp. Head coach Dan Quinn alongside general manager Adam Peters speaking to the media Tuesday morning, both ready to get camp underway.
There's a lot of joy with it because you're spending so much time together. You're like the team chemistry is building. There's a lot that goes into this. So it's an important part of the process for us. But what's even more cool is seeing the players, how excited they are.
guys have come back early because they're chomping at the bit to be here, and so that's really cool. You don't see that too often, and the part where you get to be all together for so long during the day, you still have that, and building the team, and I couldn't be more excited. This is the most excited I've ever been for a training camp, so I'm pumped.
So training camp for the Washington Commanders, day 1, starting on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Reporting here in Ashburn, Jake Rom, DC News Now.
On the move now, thank you, Jake. Service along the Red Line is back to normal this afternoon after there were reports of smoke at the Reagan National Airport Station. Now, WMATA officials say a small fire had broken out on the track bed and needed to be extinguished there. Normal service was resumed earlier today. Officials say the fire was caused by an electrical issue with heat tape, which heats rails in the winter to prevent freezing.
All right, check this out. If you've taken the Metro recently, maybe you've noticed arrival boards. Metro says they've been slowly rolling the system out for a while now, with the first entrance screens being introduced in Columbia Heights and Metro centers in 2022. But now they're popping up at more stations. They'll let you know how much time that you have before your train arrives.